This house was built in 1905, and Dr. Charles Johnson was the owner. He and his wife built this house. But let's get close to the front door, maybe get in the shade a little bit. We've got the old hitching post here from way back when. Yeah, it's a beautiful home, over 3,000 square feet. It's 2 stories, obviously, but there's also, I assume what used to be a cellar, but it's been closed up, so we're calling it a secret room. There's actually a secret on how to get in there, but we won't talk about that. I think a great place for that door or secret entrance would be under the stairs. We'll get there. Anyway, this house, built in 1905, like I said, there's a 700 square foot apartment above the garage also. You don't have that too many homes here in Gainesville, more so in the historical district. And when you buy in the historical district, you pay historical district prices. At this house, you don't. So it sits on 0.29 acres. There is an old cellar outside, but under the house, there is one which is would be really cool for all different kinds of ideas. I had somebody looking at it to do like a event space, and they were going to make that a speakeasy, but ideas are yours. Let's go inside so we can talk about the house itself. Dr. Johnson met his wife and I guess fell in love with her, but she was also smitten by an author, a writer, and she couldn't decide which of the two she liked best. And so the story goes that she went off to see family, cousins, somewhere. She didn't say where. And the story goes, Dr. Johnson did the same thing because she was gone, he was distraught, she was going off to decide. But lo and behold, they both met in New Orleans and decided it was fate, and they ended up getting married, and the author was no more. But there's a historical book here that goes with the house, and I think it's the original deed from 121 years ago. And in that book, there is a poem written by that writer, and you can't help but wonder if it wasn't about her. So another thing very cool that goes with this house is this piano from late 1800s, early 1900s. We looked it up, and Boyd Limited, London, 57 High Street, Peckham. Anyway, you know, it still plays, but it's not in tune. Maybe it could be tuned, I'm not sure. I'm not a piano tuner. Yes, I said late 1800s, early 1900s. Of course, yeah, beautiful light fixture here. Oh yeah, you can dim it, brighten it. You know, the color kind of goes with the house. This little blue, turquoise. So who knows what all these rooms could be used for. I'm going to tell you what they're being used for now, if you can't already tell. Of course, we've got the dining room right here. This is, the front of the house faces east, so we just came in and took a left. That's the south wall of the house. Yeah, there's A Moment in Time. That was written by the grandson of Dr. Johnson. And then Abstract of Title, W.W. Howarth Company, still in business right now. And then there's a historical book over here, First 100 Years in Cook County, talks about Dr. Johnson as well. Very cool house. It has these huge pocket doors, which in a lot of houses, they do not work. And then, however, the owners have have put insulation up in there, so they asked us not to work the doors at all. There's a big pocket door right there and one over here. And he's even got a sign up saying, don't try it because the insulation. So this fireplace, it has some gas piping going to it, but they disconnected, it was disconnected before the current owners bought it. But this goes all 3 floors, the cellar, this floor, and then the master suite, the primary. It's not a suite, it's a bedroom, but it also has one of these. The sunroom is an amazing place. The current owners did have plants all over in here. They don't live here all the time now, so they took the plants out. But yeah, there's that nice porch over here to the side of the house. It's the south side of the house, so there's a good sized porch there, a bed swing. Just think how amazing it would be to sit in the sunroom in the wintertime and read a book. Of course, just outside there's lots of pecan trees, a huge oak tree in the front yard. Huge. It's, who knows, it might be as old as this house.
I like all the old hinges and knobs.
Yeah.
I think they're so cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to see on here.
These are, we haven't tried to open any of the windows, but they are definitely super old. I don't know if they're original at all, but they're definitely super old. Very cool house. I love the sunroom there. Of course, we do have, it has been updated some. There's air conditioning here. There's a unit for downstairs and one for upstairs. The one for downstairs, you might be able to see vents in the floors. You know, the ducting goes under the house. It's a pier and beam home, of course. And with all pier and beams, you have some settling. The current owners have decided not to touch the foundation because they didn't know what all problems would be caused by trying to fix that. You know, it's a good solid house anyways. Kind of love it. So we've got that living room there. We've got another dining room here. Like I said, I don't know what all you might use all the different things for. You know what, Amy? We didn't look at that staircase hardly at all, did we? Let's go this foyer again. Very cool stairway. So far, you haven't seen a bedroom. They're all upstairs. Bathrooms and bedrooms are all upstairs. But just imagine a doctor treating all his patients here. They have probably smallpox and the Spanish flu went through and treated people in this house 100 years ago. So let's go back to the kitchen. And I think since we're on this floor, we might go ahead and go back and look at the apartment before we venture upstairs. There's a front staircase and a back staircase. So we'll go on out. There's the kitchen's been updated pretty well. You got granite countertops, gas stove, and I think that if I was to do it, I would put a hidden passageway in here to get down into the secret room. It'd be cool. Right now, the only way you can see it is to pull the stove out. We're not going to do that because it's a gas stove. We don't want to disturb the gas line and accidentally make a gas leak. But you've got the old kitchen chimney here as well. This I think is the only gas feature only gas heater in the house that is plumbed. Current owners never used the fireplaces, so they don't know anything about them. But they do know that the gas was turned off before they got here. Water heaters out here. Some people have concerns about not having a bathroom downstairs. Well, we know that there's water here because there's water heater here. You could easily change that into a tankless and make this a half bath down here. Would not be hard at all. Of course, this is an old enclosed back porch. I assume it was screened at one point, but now it's just windows. And you can see that old ceiling like you see in lots of really, really old houses around. Got a nice porch here, covered. Of course, you got the chase trees here. Privacy fence. There's a dentist office right behind. So you're right next to commercial. If you wanted to make this into commercial, the chances are there since that's right there. And across the street, that block there on the other corner is the Lancaster House, which is a local bed and breakfast. Very nice place. Yeah, be careful coming down the steps, Amy. Super old cedar tree here, super old bodark tree, and then some nice pecans throughout the backyard there. And you might want to watch your step right over here, Amy, also. We're going to go into, this is the garage. Appraisal district says it's 700 square feet each floor. So you've got two bays here. And there's a half bath around the corner there. I don't think we necessarily have to see that. It's a half bath. You can see that this is all new wood. And it's all new wood because they just built it after they put pool table upstairs. And to get a pool table upstairs, make sure you duck, Amy. To get a pool table upstairs, yeah, make sure you there you go. They had to, here's the switch. There's a hoist just above us to get that pool table up here. The pool table goes with the house, of course. They do not want to move it, but this could be a great apartment or office, guest room, just that, when you don't want to, you want people to have, your guests have their own space. This would be amazing for that. Pretty cool space here. Like I said, about 700 square feet, according to the appraisal district. That wall over there, well, you're facing west right now, so that faces west. That air conditioner cools this room very well, and there's a heater up here as well. But since there's already a window here, it would be easy to put in a staircase in the driveway and make this the front door of this room. Of course, this is in single family housing. It's not necessarily intended for having an apartment or changing into commercial space, but you can, sure, why not? You can always go to the city and ask for variances or change of zoning even. Yeah, make sure you watch your head again, Amy. And we'll go back in to see the upstairs. We'll close that a little bit. There's an old cellar right over here. It's very old. We won't go in there and show that to you. But here's the back stairs right here in the kitchen you saw a while ago. right at the top of the stairs, we have a bathroom and laundry room. I'm big on puns, so this pun here on this door, this is the laundry room door. Irony, the opposite of wrinkly. You know, that's me. Yeah, there's the laundry. This is the northwest corner of the house upstairs. It's good space, nice window looking out to the west. Next door to this, at the end of the hall, is one of the bathrooms.
It is a cool house.
Yeah, very cool. Nooks and crannies here and there. One person that I showed this house to talked about changing.
Tate McDaniel says hi.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Sorry. This is really pretty.
Yeah.
I love the sinks.
Very pretty. Those windows face south. Of course, there's so much foliage out there that nobody can even see in up here. I went to a house down in Aubrey, and you go into the bathroom and you see there's a toilet right there, but it's facing this way, and there's a window right here. So, and then there's a driveway at that house out there. You're like, what? You don't have any window coverings for this bathroom? Anyway, one person talked about, you know, this is right over the stairs. The stairs go right here, and then they turn up that way. And then the largest bedroom is on the other side of that wall. So one person talked about making this part of that and having a whole master suite, primary suite, whatever.
What would you do with this space?
You could do lots of things with that.
You could add shelving in there.
Yeah, and if you use that chimney, you can have heated towels.
True.
Hey, let's go to the largest bedroom.
One more look at the
Yeah,
shower.
cool looking shower. It's 126 years old. So much history, so cool. Here's the largest bedroom. There's the fireplace that goes all the way to the cellar, basement, or the secret room, whatever you like to call it. And again, this is above the sunroom downstairs. So we're facing south here. But what a great place to hang out.
Yes, it is historical.
Yes, historical. It's not in the historical district. Don't think it has to follow the rules of the historical district, but
When was it built again?
very cool. 1905 it was built, and Dr. Johnson, the town's doctor, this was his house. Who knows how many thousands of people he saw here. We did another video on this house talking all about Dr. Johnson and what he did. So you can check that out, find it. Another bedroom right here. This is the southeast corner of the house,
Nice big windows.
just above that first dining room that we saw earlier with the bookshelves in it. Yeah, lots of windows there, got good coverings. And they're not the super old windows. They've been updated.
Closets, I guess.
Yeah, 2 closets there. And then a doorway right there. You could actually make this the master suite. On this end of the house, this could be,
And these windows are so
yeah, look at that.
I love the old doorknobs.
But we don't use that because of, anyway, this could be your closet. It has built-in drawers, you know, private closet there, but you could put, there's 2 more closets over here. Nooks and crannies in old houses, right?
He says bye.
Okay, bye, Tate. Thanks for stopping in. And right here is the other bathroom. Of course, it is, I doubt that it's original to the house, just because there's a step up to get into it. This is the northeast corner of the house. So, and just across over there, you can't see it really, but across over there is the, sorry, the Lancaster.
I love the sink.
Bed and breakfast is on the next block right there. But lots of cool things. There's the attic access. Don't think there's a whole lot of space up there. I haven't been up there, but I do know that, I don't know if you can look up, Amy, but there was an attic fan that the current owner, I don't know if he knows if it works or not, but he dismantled the motor and everything because he was going to take it out before they decided to move. But here we are, the front stairs going down. It's pretty cool. I like how it goes down here and then turns again. So to recap, this house is on just shy of a third of an acre, between a quarter and a third of an acre, 3,035 square feet. Also has the 700 square foot apartment. Has a secret room underneath, built in 1905. It's 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage, corner lot, so a lot of parking around. Beautiful home. Comes with that antique piano and the literature that tells about the house and the history. It's a very cool place. So if you want to see more homes, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about